right. All right. We are going to be reading A Wild Little Horse by Rita Gray. That's the author. What does the author do again? Oh, you're right. Writes the words on the page. And it's illustrated by Ashley Wolf. What does the illustrator do again? You are so correct. They draw the pretty pictures. This is what? The front cover. What is this? The spine. What is this? The back cover. Good job. The Wild Little Horse. This is the title of our story. Let's see, the title tells us what we're going to read that time. The Wild Little Horse. Remember, we always read from the left to the right. A little horse with eyes so wide watches the world that waits outside. The pile of wood, the pile of hay, the field of grain where little mice play. Skitter, skit, skitter, skit. I heard some rhyming words in there. Yep, hay, play. Great job. His mama and papa twitch their tails and sip cool water from an old tin pail. Swish, swish, wash. I heard another rhyming word said. Tails, pails. They both say ale. Good job. Then up from the field, past the wood, past the hay, a whistling wind comes winding his way. And little horse has the wind in his ears. Whistling wind is all he hears. Whoosh, whoosh. He hears it blow past. It's calling him now to run so fast. And even though he's not full grown, little horse wants to roam. I wonder what roam means. It means to walk around without a plan, just to, you were roaming around our classroom when you were trying to find something to play. You probably roam outside and look for nature, like leaves, plants, flowers. His mama and papa give a gentle neigh. Go, little horse, the wind moves the way. So off he trots, not very far, looking to see where the others are. But the lambs are sleeping in the sun, and the cow is really too big to run. But ducks on the grass sometimes move fast, so little horse goes racing there and sends them flapping in the air. What sound does a duck make? Oh yeah, that's right. Quack, quack. And now he's off, racing past, running, running, running fast. He runs with the wild held in his mane, a wild horse no longer tame. Gallopity, gallopity, gallopity. This wild horse might never stop. Horse gallops when he runs. We've practiced galloping around our rug and outside. But now his nostrils start to flare, his smells of wetness in the air, that special smell he loves so well of sand and salt and waves that swell. He runs with the wind, so wild and free, all the way to the rolling sea. The water, that's salty, and the nice smell. I wonder where he's at. Where do you think he's at? You're right, the beach. Splash! As he watches the waves rise and fall, he feels so very small, just a little horse after all. I wonder what the opposite of small is. Big, you're so right. But the sea is calling with shimmering sun. Come, little horse, come in and run. So he sets off into the froth. Step, step, step. One more step and he's wet. Oh, little horse in the giant sea. Little and giant are opposite. Giant means very, very big. Little means little small, little small. Romping, stomping, pawing the ground, little horses horsing around. Then up pops a seal, shiny and dark, calling up close with his deep seal bark. Ark, 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 ark. They run and swim side by side. Then the seal goes out with a tug of the tide. But now little horse has birds to chase, a crowd of birds to send someplace. He finds a pool filled with the tide and sees a horse with eyes so wide, a horse who's looking very grown, out in the world all on his own. He sees his reflection in the water. Then through the waves and salty spray, little horse hears a familiar neigh, and he sees them both standing there, his big papa horse and his own mama mare. With one last leap in the frothy foam, they toss their heads and they all race home. And they run, they run, they run like the wind, past the waves and rocking shore, past the world, back to the world as slow as before. The ducks, the cows, the lambs so still, all the way to their own quiet hill. I wonder where he lives. Where do you think he lives? You're right, he lives on a farm. He nuzzles them close right in between, then settles onto his soft bed of green. And little horse has the wind in his ears, whispering wind is all he hears. Good night, wild horse, the sky has dimmed. Tomorrow you'll wake and run like the wind. Just like you're about to go to sleep. And then tomorrow you're gonna wake and you're gonna run like the wind. Exercise, have fun with your parents and your siblings. Miss Jessie and Miss Mona miss you so much. Miss Mona told me to tell you that she misses you too. And if you send me pictures, I always send them to Miss Mona too. And she's so proud of all of you and how much you have grown. I love y'all. Miss Mona loves you too. Hope you have a wonderful night.